Greetings, everyone. I'm Josephinx, Josephina, and we're going to do a reading for this new energy of 2025. Which is actually the number 9. And 9s are all about, in numerology, the study of numbers, the energy of numbers, because they are everywhere and they make up everything. 9s are about endings. They're about, once you reach that ending, you gain all this wisdom, because 9 goes all the way, it just ends at 9 and then it goes back to 1. So it's a beautiful energy of wisdom. And last year, 2024, was 8. So we're going 8, 9. So we're actually moving up a step. What is the energy for 2025? Where are we? We're expressing ourselves. Let's see. We're expressing ourselves, but we have all these people around us. So, are we being active or are we being passive with our self-expression? It looks like we're being maybe a bit passive. Let me read this one. And then we have somebody and then we have a woman surrounded by, oh my god, wait, this looks like the same card, but men in the first one and woman in the second one. So let's read the self-expression one. Oh my goddess. Okay, actively protect the fruits of your self-expression. Know when it is time to detach from them. Are you striking a balance between putting yourself out in the world and protecting the new growth until it is ready? So right, it's about, okay, I'll tell you what it's not about. It's not about being perfect with your self-expression, because the goal is to create, and then to put that out there, to put, to create, just create. Any creation is always good. And, choose the best ones that you think are the best, and then throw that out there. And then the stuff that is new for you, the stuff that you're creating, that should be kept safe. Just like a child. So our creations are like a child. We're birthing a child. We need to keep it safe, nurtured, and protected. We're birthing this new idea. We need to keep it with, we need to keep the thoughts of it. We need to keep it only within ourselves. We need to only share it with our soul, and only our soul, until we know that it is ready to be released out in the world. So we're finding a balance between sharing everything and then keeping the stuff that you want to let marinate more with your own soul, because it deserves that. It's easy to want to tell everybody what you're doing, but in doing that, it feels like there are filling up your cup of nothingness. So they're filling up your gratification cup, and that is like a fake filling up for the love in yourself that you're supposed to feel when you have released it out for the highest good to the world, and you feel that for yourself. So there's something else that's coming up when we tell everybody everything we're doing, because we get this gratification that is not supposed to be there. Okay, so we're learning to be the driver in the driver's seat and also be the one in the passenger seat. So this has a lot of energy of balance to it. And our fertility and creativity right now is actually saying the same thing. This woman is laying down in her armor, so she's ready to get up whenever she needs to. And actually, I feel like this is a helpful energy. So we have all these people around her, all these other women around her. Everyone is a woman. I think the baby could be a boy, but I think that has to be a girl because everyone is a woman. And yeah, they are crowning her. So it looks like we're in the right direction as regards to our self-awareness, because I think we already know this. We already know that we have to balance out, being the observer and then being the one that's creating. Okay. Because we can't hide in the shadows. We have to stop doing that. Right, so once we kind of play with both, we're ready to go wherever we need to go. We're ready to be the observer, or we're ready to create. We're ready to stand on the stage. We're ready to be in our presence. Okay, cool. A lot of energy of balance. Okay. Okay, so there's this area where we're being really good at being self-aware with our creativity and our just like, the energy of observing and being really reflective. So we're not fully one place, or we're not fully, in the solitude of reflection. We are in both. Okay? We're in both. And now with that, our self-care is asking us to take a risk. So here we have the woman taking a risk. She's kind of leaping out, and the man is kind of reaching out to her. So it looks like we're going back and forth between being the observer and being the doing, is because we want to find this energy so that it comes authentically in ourselves. Right? We don't want to force anything. I mean, we can fake it till we make it to see what that feels like, but sometimes you want it to show up authentically and naturally for you. And that's okay to take your time. I think that we may feel like we need to rush in these energies because that is what we've been taught, and that is what we've been learned from the society, from the matrix, from parents, teachers, from figures that we've looked up to. So they were telling us wrong things about the hustle of life. But we're actually learning that slowing down is giving us that space to love ourselves. So this slowing down is important so that when we go through these stages of contemplation and of creating, we have that balance worked out, because we're actually working out this balance within ourselves. And that is the self-love. That is the top priority. That is the main focus. What I always talk about on here is self-love. So look at the places in you that you feel like can't receive love. And then you can look at yourself in those places and say, I love myself for feeling unlovable. So we're turning back to the truth frequency, that even though this place can't receive love, you can still love yourself for not being able to receive love. You can still love yourself. This is returning back to truth frequency. And know that, right, this patience that we're having, know that I think because everything is so fast and there's all this information now, we're thinking that we're behind or we need to catch up. Everyone's in their own stage of life. We need to acknowledge that, first of all. and know that, just like her head isn't, and her neck isn't fully formed, it looks like her body is, and maybe the landscape in the background, but I can't see her head yet. It's like maybe our structure and our foundation is here, and it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to come all at once. This self-love journey, that you understand that it takes time, and so our head is still forming, our higher mind is still forming, in conjunction with our heart. All we want is harmony between here and here. So that takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. But do know that the risk that you're taking hang on, what is the risk? Because I see it and this is really interesting because all these cards are different. We have self-expression, fertility and creativity, nurturance and self-care, and partnership. So we're touching pretty much every card in this deck, every subject in this deck. Fertility and creativity, again. Flexibility within structure. So there's a lot of water in here. I think that is Triton, and we have a woman that is getting up. It looks like she's leaving. So it looks like maybe she's getting, just like she was leaving. Okay, so just like she was contemplating if she needs to get up or not, and she's ready to go. She has her armor. She got up to love herself harder, and she's still moving forward. She's taking the rest to move forward, even though something is hard. Let me read this card. It doesn't look like she's walking away. Let me see. So, flexibility within structure. Although you may be the original parent of your creation, you need to let others assist you in giving birth to it and raising it. Be flexible and allow other people, places, and events to help structure your creations. We need to be open. Okay, so maybe we've been closed off for some kind of past trauma or past life trauma or this life trauma or some relationship or some parent figure. There's something that happened where we closed off to receiving help from people in our dreams. Maybe it's the trust. We need to trust. We need to learn to have that trust muscle again. And we do that by developing that trust within ourselves. This image depicts both the effort and the flexibility necessary to work with others toward a shared goal. So, this is either the divine feminine and divine masculine energy within you, or this is you and a person that you know that you're having to actually trust them. And this is probably not going to be the easiest thing, because for some reason it doesn't feel like you can trust them, this person that you're thinking of, but you're actually having to do that so that you can achieve this shared goal. Well, my question is, what are we creating together? What are we creating together? This year, what are we creating together? So let's tap into this really high vibrational frequency of this deck. What are we creating in the fifth dimension? And this can even be creating something that doesn't look spiritual. This can be just helping in the matrix. This can be leading. This can be the person that you don't like this is the person that also is the light in the matrix. So what are we creating? Because we're having a lot of balance here. We're being very observant, and it seems like we're doing everything right. First ray of power. That's funny. You got the number one. It looks like, okay, well, the cover is the cover, so. This looks like your spirit is, wow, she's really cosmic, and she's tapping into what she remembers. And this below her is the human self. And so what she's doing right now is she's allowing herself, and she's allowing space to tap into her imagination, her creation, her creativity. Yeah, she's giving her spirit space. She's checking in with her spirit. Number ones are all about leadership and, God frequency, the beginning. So, let's read. The first ray of power is an energy of conscious destruction. It can be used in a healthy... I keep doing that. It can be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past and allow for a fresh start. Kali. The first ray also carries the frequency of leadership. It can assist you to stand in the truth of your light so others can find their way by it. It helps to strengthen and allow your willpower so you can accomplish any task you choose. The Ascended Master El Moria brings you his particular blessing and encourages you to believe in your own strength and take the initiative on what matters most to you. Wow, so we're really being guided to trust ourselves, because we're leading something, whether it be very small, very big, whether it be leading ourselves. We're doing something that is really important, that we have to believe in ourselves. We're having to, okay. What's at the bottom of the deck? 22. Initiation by fire. Ooh, okay, so there's a lot of... Ooh. You know what we're working on together? We're working on destroying, obliterating all the low densities that need to go. Because we're the ones that actually see it, understand it, feel it, have gone through it. And we don't want anyone else to go through that. So we are leaders in how to dispel this energy. We are leaders in how to transform this energy. We are the leaders in giving a proper space and energy so that we can be done with this, because we just want to transform. So what we're working on together is destroying the old, like really destroying it. And so, yeah, we're all becoming the leaders of our own lives. And so what I mean by that is we're all creating the new. So just like we're all having to eat more fruits, we're having to become our own chefs. Everybody is going to become their own chef. Everybody's going to become their own doctor. Everybody is going to become their own dentist. So we're having this play out in all the leaders that are leading the world right now, leading the ascension. We're having this realization that we're actually having to change the whole damn thing. And we're actually releasing the dams too, the literal dams, because the waters need to flow. So what energy, what animal can help us in stepping into this confident power, this leadership, this trust in ourselves, to create what we can't see, to create the new. Like we're creating a whole new template that maybe is similar to the old civilizations that were advanced, like Atlantis, Lemuria, the Sumerian age, Egyptian age. There's just like a make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval of others. So, wow, it's like even a test. So the universe is going to purposely give you these people that are pushing you down and purposely give you things that are not going to work out when you go out and you be a leader, when you go out and create the new, so that you can rise stronger, so that you can, come back with something even better. Because you need to know what it feels like to be pushed down and around for doing something new. Because then if you don't, you won't get it. I feel like this has a lot of wisdom, because we're coming up with original ideas. We're not copying. We're coming up with actual original ideas. Like, and a lot of the times, humans, we get stuck in like not wanting to do that, so we just like go along with what everybody else is doing, and how boring is that? I feel like very expanded. So there's a lot of wisdom here. We're really taking charge of... Whoa, we're taking charge. Oops. Okay, Buddha Dakini. I kept like repeating Dakini in my head. Some time ago. The White Buddha. So it says, replace ignorance by studying spiritual teachings. So when we study these spiritual teachings from, let's say, Hindu religion, let's say Chinese religion, say, I don't even want to say religion, I want to say ways of being, ways of living, a lifestyle, of connecting to your spirit, of doing creative things, just the culture, I want to say culture, different cultures that we tap into. We are actually going to be tapping into past lives of things that we have learned. And so when we tap into other cultures, we're going to be remembering wisdom that we already had learned. Because it'll be familiar to our alien wisdom. Right, because like the higher up you go in this wisdom of such rich culture and spirit and connection to God, the closer you get to your alien's wisdom, which is, I think, some of it could be higher because you could be in the 6th dimension or the 7th or the 8th or the 9th or the 10th, 11th, 12th, while the human have only reached the 6th, 8th, 9th. So we're grabbing wisdom from different cultures, and this is what this card is telling me. It is a white Buddha, and the white is the color of purity. So rather than the ignorance that we're feeling, this energy, we're asking to study something new that may be outside our comfort zone for like another perspective. That's what it is. And that perspective will actually help us return to, I don't know where the card went, but it'll return us back to that divine, harmonious, super high God frequency that is the 5th dimension, that is harmony and peace. So yeah, that perspective is going to give us even greater confirmation that what we are doing, we have to do. We have to do it. Putting our ego aside for something higher. That's what it is. So, yeah, we're working together to further destroy this fear. Okay? That's awesome. Super, super awesome. What else? Let me get a card from the angels, because why not? Why not? Is there anything we need to be aware of that might like sidetrack us from our mission? This message is for everybody, but this message is mostly for all those children and all those people with that sparkle in their eyes. Show justice. Archangel Raphael, healing, kindness. Right, so the goddess Mat, the goddess of justice and truth, is going to appear whenever you have wronged yourself in sidetracking away from this divine mission, because you'll start. It's like the feeling is like you're starting to believe into what other people are saying about you, because now you're getting higher up here, and it might be like you feel like it's an energy that you should follow because it's new, but just because it's new doesn't mean you should follow it. Only if it is in alignment with your self-love, only if it's in alignment with your mission, okay? So we have to be really, really aware of who we're talking to, who we're trusting, who we're getting advice from, because it feels like it should rather be someone that comes to you, okay? Someone that God has sent to you, and nobody else, okay? Yourself only, and the ones that God has sent you, the one that the Creator has divinely sent you. And you can tell because it'll be perfect, it'll be in alignment, it'll be a soul recognition, it'll be something that falls into your lap, okay? Unless, you choose to go up to that person. When you do choose to go up to somebody, know that you're going to be playing with fire, maybe. Because, it's not what's in alignment with you, so just be aware. And then Goddess Matt will help you to discern. She will give you the truth, and it'll be harsh. It'll be straightforward. And then I feel like we're being really hard on ourselves because we've seen all those times that we have listened to other people. And so that's why these cards came up, is Archangel Raphael is helping us heal those parts of ourselves that had a lot of low self-worth. Okay, because we're changing now, and we're experiencing a reality that's filled with much more peace and much more love. And once we've tasted that, we know that we don't deserve anything less, because we just want to sustain that. And so, right, it's like we're being really hard on ourselves because we're thinking of all the times that we did listen to others and we put ourselves second. So that is when we can come back to kindness and, tell ourselves we did the best we could with what we had. We thought we knew what we were doing, right? Like, we just have to be gentle. We have to show ourselves generosity. We just have to forgive that part of self that did that trusted those people. And Archangel Raphael helps us heal our energy body, our spirit body, our physical body. And he is the green emerald, and the green reminds me of our heart. So yeah, we're having to be gentle with ourselves with all this. So yeah, that's what I have. Let me just kind of look at this again and kind of just feel what's the energy of this year. We're really smart. That's what's going on. We're really genius. We're really brilliant right now. And we have to keep that up, because it seems like there's this other interference that's coming in that's going to try to pull us down because it doesn't want us to tap into a higher light. But we have to remind ourselves that it is listening to our own soul first, working on ourselves, and then trusting the people that align exactly with what we're doing, that fall in our lap. Okay, so we're working with those kind of people, or we're choosing to trust the ones that we go to, because we're all working on a mission together, and that is to raise the earth, right? That is to raise the earth, of course. So don't be surprised when all these things try to tear you down or sidetrack you. Just know that it's okay. You can just start over. You can come back. It's okay to be sidetracked. We don't want that, but it's okay, because then we learn. So yeah. Okay, that was the energy for 2025, and I hope it helped you, and I hope you enjoyed this wonderful new energy. Okay, peace.